Hello everybody and welcome back to doing the MSQ. Last time we did Sestasha. This time we'll be doing stuff. So you're not adverse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanate's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you to the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now, off you go, Miyoko, and good luck. Yes. Teleport to Ul'dah. Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now if you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Judging by your determined expression, take it you ain't here for ale. Are you called Miyoko Nayuki by any chance? Mion sent word that you've been reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started. So let's talk business, shall we? Yeah, let's talk some business. A petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. God's almighty, an hour second under that sun, and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale, if you would be so kind. Hey, Papa Sean. Excellent timing, Papa Sean. It just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. So this winsome lass is the much-lauded adventurer, is she? Marvelous, marvelous. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lady. I am Papa Sean, formerly of the Sultan Sworn. Thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhap you'd like to apprise Miyoko of her mission? Yeah, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the Econotetcheries. Fuck, I'm trying. I'm sorry, y'all. Fearsome creatures who were seared within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn Dynasty. Alas, it seems they managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. Creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors. Their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. No wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used the Econtetcheriosis to work their mines. By the way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as off the way of such tales, the enchantments eventually faded, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hekontanalalas, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels, so it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well, now that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. Said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gosh, to think those poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell as long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. God's bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell mines are in Western Thanwin. Do take care, you hear? Ah, and one last thing before you depart. An employee of Amagina and Sons, presently at the quicksand. His name is Painted Misa, and he knows Copperbell mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Will do, my good man. Oh, he's right behind me. Yeah. Looking for Painted Misa? You found him. You're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, miss, but I hope you got the skills to go with them, because things ain't pretty down there. The Hekantachiris have left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second Uul dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for centuries, right? Wrong! Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of a pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. Stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. Hoping the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Okay then. Off to stop a slave revolt. Here's Stone Torch. There's been an incident inside Copperbell mines. We're here to ensure that its effects are contained. For your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who volunteered to quell the Hecatoncheirus? I don't think that Papa Sean will be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. Giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. Sooner you see them, the better. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. Don't worry, we're gonna fuck these giants up. And kill these giants. There we go, Tank Buster. Wait, Tank Buster? Why am I saying Tank Buster? I mean, this is the first dungeon that has those, I guess. I meant to say Copperbell Mines, but my eyes were looking at my second monitor, reading the word Tank Buster. I confused my brain. Tiny key. Tiny key, open big door. Right. 10 groups of mobs later, we arrive at our first objective. It's just picking up some fire sand so we can blow up this wall. Ready for this? Kaboom! And behind is our first boss. Now, Kodos the Gigas. He's, he actually has a tank buster, but it really doesn't do any damage. And he has a bunch of attacks where he puts AoEs all over the floor. So you need to walk into safe places. He has that where he puts the circles around, and he has that cone. And I think that's all his moves, besides just throwing a rock at a random player. Which, yeah, that's what Catapult is. He's not, again, you know, still a really simple boss, but he at least requires you to move a little bit more than the other ones we've seen so far. You know, it's something. Moving. Damn, he always chooses me to throw a rock at. We'll just do a quick medica and we'll be good. I think his Tank Buster does like a fifth of that guy's health. Oh, I can't get the loot. Big sad. And we come to the second door we need to blow up. There's just 2 side rooms, and we need to kill the enemies to get the fire sand. I'm getting a little unlucky with these chests now. But the first 3 dungeons, they share like almost all of the same loot. Actually, they might share all the same loot now that I think about it. Be going through 2 of them already. I'm getting a lot of duplicates from this 3rd one. Come on, blasting cap. Die, die, die. I think it's the blasting cap that drops it. Yep, the blasting cap drops it. Friggin' just casts haste on himself. We're gonna kill that guy. And we'll kill all of them, but kill that guy first. And I put the fire sand on the thing, and I pull the switch, and kaboom! Kaboom, we do it. Now the next boss is an enemy type I'm sure you've never seen in a video game before. A giant ball of green slime. I know. The creativity of FF14 is boundless. But even they need to have a fucking slime. Because every fantasy game needs to give you a slime and a rat to kill. Yeah, besides this divide thing where he makes a lot of AoEs appear, I don't think he really has any other mechanics. I heard this dungeon was a lot more this boss, I guess dungeon 2, was a lot more complicated, but they simplified it a bit. Now it's just dodging AoEs. Just dodging AoEs when he uses Divide. Woo! Damn, I can't get anything anymore. Anyway, that's the fire sand we need for this door. And from here we just gotta kill a bunch more mobs and then fight the final boss. So I'll see you then. Here we go! Slaves no more! Free! Free! They're free! I guess they're great. Masters must pay, masters must die. Never again. Never. Now, Gygus, very similar to Kotos, is kind of just a boss that does a lot of AoEs you need to move out of the way from. He did that first one that's like a donut AoE, then he has this one where it's just a bunch of circles. He also does a cone AoE at a random player. And he also technically has a tank buster, but tank busters at this level are a fucking joke. So don't even need to worry about them. Oh, he's using his cone on me. He almost got him. Are the duty supports gonna use the limit break? No? Okay. Well, why bother, right? To a Copperbell, reporting to Mesa is a solo duty. I don't remember this. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mine operation can resume, and Olda will have the materials she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Sean next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. No! What's happening over here? Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me and don't even think to deny it. Please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this, paid for it with me own coin. What rot, you refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the Brass Blades, you know, help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 is me witness. Please, adventurer, help me, I beg of ye. I swear my mother's grave I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I'd only wanted to treat me children to a decent meal. And who the hells are you when you're at home? This dog's master? No? I've had enough of this mummer's farce, you lot. Teach them a lesson. Alright, big boy, prepare to be stoned. Stone. 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 Yeah, you get the gist. I'll take care of this, rest of you can watch. Not bad for an adventurer. Oh, you should have stopped at the Southern Vale. Stop bloody goffing at me and give me a hand, will ye? Yeah, 'cause you suck. It's a good thing I don't have a healer. Well, let's target this mage next. You know, they're barely even hurting me. This paladin's doing 3 damage. Okay, I think I'm a little bit more powerful than them. By like a long shot. I don't even have that good of a weapon. You guys just suck. I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Thank ye, kind adventurer. Thank ye thrice over. Uh-oh, I'm having a vision. I'd swear there are more refugees than when last I looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. And it's been 5 years since the calamity. Or are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. Well, a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity. Many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands have either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes. And problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the sea. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? The same thing happening in other cities? The talk is true, yes. But perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't apprehensive. Hope their presence doesn't foment the lawlessness in the sea. Well, if things take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire patrolling the streets for riffraff? It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins, get your dodo tenderloins, guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you think that Ul'dah was on its way to recovery. But by peering through the veil of prosperity, you see no end to the misery and suffering. Madam, are ye alright? What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What? Saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd. Aye, as did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? Sure, I will overlook this, but just this once. God bless ye, adventurer, if you hadn't come along when you did. Who knows what that monster might have done? Does bear thinking about. Case closed. Hello again. I've been keeping an eye on you ever since you left Gridania. You discharge your duty as envoy impeccably, and never once faltered in the face of myriad dangers. More importantly, you were always ready to help those in need, even if you didn't stand to earn a guild by doing so. You are possessed of all the qualities we seek in an adventurer. Of this we are convinced. Even if you were kind of dragged into that business with the dodo meat. Yes, thank you, Ida. Ahem. And then there's the matter of your gift. I dare say you are as curious as to the nature of the vision you bore witness to moments ago. We can help you understand it. You're not the only one with that power, you know. We have a friend who has it too, and we'd love for you to meet her. And meeting her is only the beginning, for we would also have you lend your strength to our cause. In return, we would be glad to assist your adventuring endeavors in whatever way we are able. Should you decide to take us up on our offer, and I sincerely hope you will, pray speak with Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand, is a good friend of ours. She'll tell you where to find us. Wait a minute. We haven't even told you the name of our order. We're the Signs of the Seventh Dawn, Defenders of Justice. Oh, but don't tell anyone, except for Momodi. She knows already. Okay, keep your secrets. Or I'll keep your secrets. Whatever. Scenes like that are becoming even more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hear and tell of gentlemen's woes with the woman folk from time to time. Hi, Miyoko. Sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh-off-the-carriage adventurer. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. To look at you, no one would ever guess you've been hard at it with giants in the dark. You're every ilmly adventurer Mion said you'd be, Miyoko. The station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Well, before I forget, there's a lass here that wants a word with you. I didn't know your name, but hearing her description, I knew she meant right away. Oh, look who it is. Ida. Thank you for sparing the time. I do realize you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name's Etta, and I am an adventurer like you, although I'm not very good at being one, truth be told. Anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania when... I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Aver, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, you see. an adventurous adventure and swore that he would be like you one day. I believe that we would have succeeded had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the woman you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I am inspired just as Avir once was. So I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I'll go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. I wanted to meet you first to ask you your name. Miyoko Niyuki, I shan't forget. Thank you, Miyoko Niyuki. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Adventuring can be a cruel, bleeded business. Time was, I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. Thought I'd be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. Against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post, and I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Miyoko. Oh, well, thank you. And what did you say? You want to know the signs of the seventh dawn? They begin to move in earnest, then. Listen, Miyoko, the signs ain't no ordinary folk, and the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. And we'll have her tell us more next time on the MSQ, replaying it. Yeah. Stuff. Bye.